Back with episode 5 of Alan Wake Remastered. We are playing on normal difficulty, just to remind you guys. Here we go, manuscript page.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something...
We've already seen this. So basically, Alan Wake, he is a writer, and he's been going through...
I should have gone to the cops.
About...
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
So Alan Wake's going through a bout of like writer's block, and they're coming out here, and his friends and family kind of believe that the scenery and getting away is going to help his writer's block or whatever difficulty obstacles he's having. I want to call it a writer's obstacle because he's able to write. It's just not up to par, as you could say, because he's writing horror stories type of things that if you've seen in the first episode.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As
you gotta love when that happens.
Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Yeah.
No plan, really.
You hate to see it. This game gets pretty scary at times, like pretty like jump scares in a way. Like you don't know what to expect. And whoa. I have no idea what that was. Pretty scary spot.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are in Night Springs.
Is there any loot in here?
Tonight's episode. The Man in the Mirror.
It's upsetting. Little detour up here. Nice manuscript page. Let's read it.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Incomprehensible BS. Oh, another one.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Funny. Look at these light posts. That's probably gonna be the thumbnail pic right there. Wait. That shit's so loud.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on!
Oh God!
I'm coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
Yeah, I hear you. I'm looking for some loot, buddy.
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Alright. Oh, I see something. Oh, a manuscript page. How did I walked right past it. Sometimes they look like just glowing pieces
The
of
visitor center
nothing.
was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Hello?
Let's keep it grooving.
I'm back here. Hey, please help me.
Yeah, one sec. Let me loot your place first before I help you.
I'm here. I'm hurt.
Fuck.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
He's gonna be dead by the time I get back.
Couldn't be far. Rusty
sure.
had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh.
Puppy.
Good boy.
Good boy. I swear, if any dark presence or whatever they're called taken bother that poor good boy, I will be upset. Oh, tell me that's not open. Can't open that. I wonder if it gives you mission failed if you shoot him. He just ate that bullet. Alright, let's keep it chugging. Let's keep
The
it
only
moving.
way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Okay. Manuscript page.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was
I
safe.
was safe. Yeah, you were. Cool. Let's keep moving.
I was too late.
Oh,
Someone
no.
had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Of course someone destroyed. Look at the place.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
You need a hunting license, sir, to come fight me. I wonder if there's any loot. Sorry guys for always just running around looking around for loot. It's kind of my thing now. I was already in here. Rusty's probably dead by now. Sorry guys.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Where's the good boy?
Please!
Don't feed the animals.
What?
Fishing
Is only permitted
for those
visitors.
who purchase a park
Fishing.
license.
Just seeing what we can do on the other side. Okay, here we go.
The park ranger's instructions.
At all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Approach closer than 100 yards.
Do bears and wolves never approach any other closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
Yeah, all fines.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
It is
Against the law.
to remove any
Natural objects.
or historical artifacts.
Is it trying to get me to come in the house to fight him?
This includes even UV or even simple berries.
Where's the loot? Love that. Goodbye. Let's keep it chugging. Let's keep it chugging. I love the light. My favorite. My favorite. It is my favorite light. Hello, Barry.
What? What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Where's some bullets? I need some bullets. Give me some bullets, please. Thank you.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Oh, you love to see that. So for anyone that doesn't know yet, and if I haven't told you guys, so these arrows that light up when they're in the light make this little sound. Like, if you can hear that little sound effect, that is pointing you to a weapon ammo cache. And a secret place, like, sometimes you just gotta absorb the detail, like the amount they put into it in the remastered version. Don't get me wrong, the original game had That's awesome. I didn't know that. I don't know if this is in the original game, but this is great lore. Site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition. So those who are not from North America or don't know about the Prohibition, the cave was a site of... The Prohibition was a time during American history where they banned the sale of liquor or alcohol or beer or anything like that. And bootlegging was something that was a result of Prohibition because they wanted to keep drinking even though it was against the law. So this cave was a site of frequent and lucrative bootleg activity throughout the Prohibition. It was mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada. Alcohol smuggled of Canada. So this is where they stored it. By times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. That's awesome. You love to see it. Hold up, I got... Nice. Such a cool place. So we meet again, liquor cave, liquor smuggling storage cave. That's awesome. Ouch. Wow, they almost killed me. I want to go down there and check it out. Can I just... Is that survivable, guys? I want to go and know, but I so want to try it. If we don't get to that spot, we're gonna come all the way back and jump down there. What is this? Manuscript page.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, that they didn't see eye to eye. Was that... I have no idea what that was all about. But let's keep recording. Just making sure, guys. Sorry about that. Sweet. So this must be how we get to that side over there, where we were looking at earlier. Oh my god, I just dodged that. Goodbye. Oh, I could have just went into the light and they would have disappeared. Yeah. Sometimes I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. What's this? The great old one. Felled by lightning in 1937, this exceptionally tall, rocky mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars after it fell. It was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. Let's keep it going. Sorry guys, fixing my mic. Whoops. Alright, yeah. I almost died there. They come from both sides. I hate that. Now I need ammo. Any shotgun ammo, please?
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Yeah, this is probably talking with the ammo caches. Damn. Barely.